Do you have any other just suggestions or advice for leaders?
I feel like I'm learning about how to be a leader, but there's nothing more than showing employees that you care about them. This show, Undercover Boss, gave me that opportunity to show that I care, that I'm not going to put the dollars or money in front of the business, the concept, most importantly, and above the employees. I think as a leader, if you could show that and demonstrate that and really follow through with that, because it's easy to say something like that, but to really follow through with that, I think everybody would be a better leader. I think the culture of your company is a better environment for everybody, and you're going to be in a better growth situation. You're going to get more out of your employees. You have the higher ups, if you will, and you have the employees, the hardworking employees, and there's always seems to be this challenge and struggle between the two, and it really shouldn't be that way. I mean, I think we create that, a lot of people create that, but I think a lot of times when you go down and you talk to employees and engage with everybody, not just certain people, but engage with everybody, people will realize that who they're working for, you know, why they're working for it, and if they feel good about that person and feel good, it makes them feel good about the whole company.
There was a scene in Undercover Boss that I thought was so interesting, and it was when Bill and Donna suddenly realized they recognized you. And they were pushing and pushing. And as I interpreted it, you sort of had a contract that you needed to stick with your character. And that moment when suddenly, you know, you said, I can't stand here and lie to somebody. I thought that was such an incredible moment. Tell me a little bit about that.
I was worried because I didn't know Bill and Donna. They see me at that annual expo every year. They hear my voice, and I thought they would be ones that might recognize me anyway. And I informed the producers when I was going on there, you know, they could maybe recognize me. And they assured me, do not break character. And you know, there was a certain point where I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, I'm lying to someone and they're calling you on it right out on the show, and I eventually just had to buckle and give in for it. But it was great because I think I would have never got that interaction with them. You know, when I was finally able to break down and go sit with them and talk to them, that wasn't a plan. The show wasn't rehearsed or skidded like that. I mean, I was going to go in that store and work the store, and it wasn't really to get to that point of finding out really what happened and us sitting down and really having some dialogue and what was taking place in the store, because I didn't realize how bad it was for them.
Yeah, and it was interesting on the show when you talked about the insights that you'd had in hearing from these people, and you made the comment that your parents would be ashamed of you if you didn't do something about it.
Yeah, well, you know, my dad passed away at an early age. Put some real values in my life early on. My mom and my stepdad really raised me from that point on, and they put these values in. You know, every day I want to make sure that I make my mom proud. I mean, it's very important to me. If I can make her proud, I think that I'm doing a pretty good job. So it was really upsetting to see that family struggle that way, and me not do more. I mean, for them, and it was eye-opening, and I didn't know the consequences, because you open these businesses, you don't realize how much people are putting into it. Besides putting their life savings into it, they're also putting their time into it. And you know, go to work at 3 or 4 in the morning and work all day long and give up on a lot of sacrifices. It's huge, and you know, you have to realize where people are coming from. So a guy like Bill, who came out with a different product because he was trying to save his business, I mean, those are, you know, they're real consequences, and I think I lost sight of that. And my mom, you know, would have been embarrassed. I think she was happy that I at least came better late than never, but it should have never got to that point for me.